Hello everyone, it's Jessica Michaels here, and today I'm pairing up with Creative Scrapbooker magazine and Therm O Web using some Therm O Web Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo along with my stencil pal to create a nice stenciled background. And I've just pulled out a stencil by Simple Stories here, and I'm going to use some of the Pixie Tape by Therm O Web and iCraft adhesives to actually tape off some of the stencil. I didn't want the whole entire design of the stencil on here, so that's why I'm kind of masking off the edges and the designs that I don't want to show on my paper. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be applying the Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo on here. It will actually dry clear after I apply it. It takes about 40 to 45 minutes to dry depending on your climate, and then that allows a nice transfer for some foil. So I'm just going to apply some here with my palette knife onto my stencil pal. I love using the stencil pal because it just creates such a smooth finish and a really good smooth application. So then I just lift up my stencil and then I'm just flipping it the other way to apply the same design here towards the bottom. I actually had a little whoopsie moment and I set it down on top of my stencil pal, so I got a little bit of that gel on the back, but I just cleaned it off quickly and it's fine. So here I'm just putting the excess back in my pot because I don't want to waste any of that good stuff, and make sure you rinse off your stencil and any of the tools that you're using pretty quickly, because that stuff does tend to start to dry and it just kind of creates a big mess if you don't clean it off quickly. So mine is now dried at this point. I actually had to go get my kiddos in bed, so I came back to it the next day. And I've pulled out the Color Harmony foils in the shades of red and shades of blue for this. I'm doing a nice patriotic layout today with this photo of myself and my baby girl from July 4th last year. So I have just pulled out the actual red shade from the shades of red. It's just called red. And then the royal blue from the shades of blue. So each of those Harmony packs come with 4 different shades, so if you want to stock up on some foils but you don't want to buy full tubes of each color, it's a really good way to build up your stash. So I've just pulled out a couple of those colors, and right now I'm just kind of creating this little puzzle with my foils. I'm cutting just little squares, kind of overlapping them. I'm just basically making sure that I get all these little fireworks covered, and just alternating between the reds and the blues. So I just want to make sure everything is covered. You want to kind of have a little bit overlaying off of your stenciling, just so that you make sure you have a good application. I'm going to grab some craft and carrier sheets. These are also by Therm O Web. I have mine sandwiched in between my clear sheet that goes with my laminator, but I'm actually just running it through my big laminator today to save me some time. But if you have the fused laminating system, you can use that for this as well, but you can only do so big. So I couldn't do my full 12 by 12 sheet on it, so that's why I'm using my big laminator. So there you can see I have all that foiled goodness after it came out of my hot laminator, and I just love how this looks. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on my photo now. I'm going to go ahead and mat it with some smooth white cardstock. This is just a piece that I had left over from my cut file. I'm going to mat it with a pattern paper. This is just a nice blue shade. I think it was an Ellie Studio one. I had pulled out a whole bunch of collections that are sitting here beside me for this layout. I have some Simple Stories. I have Ellie Studio. I think I have an Echo Park one here. So I have all kinds of collections. This is a Pocket Life card. I'm not even certain where it came from at this point, but I just have a whole bin of kind of July 4th themed things and red, white, and blue. So that's what I'm pulling from. I have this little die that I ran through my die cutting machine. This one is from Hey Little Magpie, and it's a nice little border strip for it's nice to run beside your photos. So I just cut a strip of that, and then I'm adhering that down with some of the Ultra Bond liquid adhesive. My baby girl is making off with it. As you can see, she just came in and stole it from me, and that's about where my photo is going to go. So I've got this cut file, these cute little sunglasses that I've already cut using my electronic cutting machine, and I cut it out with some red pattern paper, and then the outline will be white. So I have all of my little various pieces here. This is a cut file by Peartree Cut Files, and I'm actually just going to use my Ultra Bond liquid glue to adhere these layers together, but I'm actually going to make it into a shaker. So I'm going to pull out some of my shaker strips by Gina Designs and use that for my foam adhesive in between these layers whenever I actually put some sequins in there, and I'll cut out some little clear pieces from some clear acetate to actually make my shaker with. So right now I'm just building my cut file and finishing off the outside of it. So I'm just building my little frames here and putting this all together with that Ultra Bond liquid adhesive. I don't have to be super fussy about this adhesive because I know that it's going to dry clear. So I don't have to worry about overspill or anything like that because you'll never see it in the end whenever it dries clear. So there is my little sunglasses coming together. I love that they're in the shape of a heart. I just think that's totally adorable and just goes perfect with this layout. And this is actually going to be the start of my title. So I'm going to work these at the bottom of my photo and then build my title around it. So I've got my negative pieces here for my sunglasses that I'm actually going to use to have kind of like a template to cut out my clear acetate. So I'm just holding that on there and cutting a little bit larger than those middle pieces so that I know I have something to stick to the back. So I'm going to flip it over at this point and start building my shaker by adhering down one of the clear pieces of the acetate. And then I'm going to grab my shaker strips here. You can see me wiping off that clear acetate just to get my fingerprints off. And then I'm just grabbing my shaker strips by Gina Designs, and I'm just working these around those frames for my sunglasses, cutting them kind of as I go. You can kind of curve them a little bit, but if it gets too curvy, then it kind of wrinkles up a little bit. So that's kind of why I'm trimming it down into little pieces as I go. But basically you just want a foam border, something that you can pop it up with to create that dimension for your shaker pocket so that your sequins can move around inside there when you put them in. So I've got all of that around my cut file. I'm just going to grab some sequins by Not Just for Boys Kit Club here. These are a couple sets that I had left over from other projects. This is like the bottom of the barrel of this one, so I ended up just using that one set and using it up for this shaker. So they're pretty full and I like them that way, but I'm going to go ahead and pull off my backing strips and adhere the bottom piece of the acetate to actually close these up at this point. So there's my little shaker sunglasses. I love them. I think they're super sweet. And then here I'm just going to use some of the Easy Tear tape to adhere my photo down to my actual layout. So I'm going to get that in place now before I start building my title. This is still sticky on the back because my acetate pieces didn't actually overlay the entire foam strips, so I had a little bit of stickiness still left on that to actually adhere to my page. I'm just going to grab some random alphas from my stash. I think these are probably from an old Hip Kit club kit. So I've just grabbed those and these yellow ones that are cursive. So I'm just going to build my title from these, and it's going to say Good Vibes Only. I just thought that was super cute and appropriate because she was just being so silly that day and just having the time of her life. It was a beautiful day last year for July 4th, and we played cards and just let her kind of run around the yard with my other kids. Well, not run around. I think she was crawling maybe at that point, but she was just having a blast and riding around the wagon and doing all the kid things. So it was just a really, really good day. So I thought that this title would just be perfect for this. And it's just a fun and summery layout. And it's just, I don't know, I just love it. So here I'm just pulling out some Bella Florence alphas that I'm going to pop down for that last word on there. And then I am going to grab some washi tape from my stash and put at the top of my photo. I just love that blue and red stripe. I think it's super sweet. And then just some random embellishments from Ellie's Studio here and Echo Park. I'm going to tear some paper up here so I can pull in some more pattern paper. I felt like I needed a little bit more color up there. So I just ripped a little strip out of the top, and then I'm just using my tape runner by iCraft Adhesives here. That's the Memory XL tape runner. I love it. It's super easy to reload and refill, and it just takes a second, and it seems to stick pretty good. So I'm just going to pop some staples there just for looks. It's not really to hold it or anything. It's just mainly for some interest in my design. And then I'm just going to grab some other random embellishments from my stash. These ones are from LA Studio again. And I'm going to grab a couple other things and finish embellishing. I did feel like I needed something else to the left of my photo, so I grabbed a little tag from the Simple Stories Summer 11 collection, I believe it was, and I'm just going to put that alongside my photo and just kind of let that string hang out over there. I'll glue down or staple the tails here in a moment, but I'm just scattering these flowers and hearts around my layout too. I'm just kind of grabbing anything that is red or blue to coordinate with my colors of my nice little July 4th layout. And then I saw these cute little puffy flowers on this foam sheet from that Summer 11 collection, and I thought they were super sweet and they matched, so I'm going to pop those down on here somewhere here. I'm trying to make that little heart work, but I ended up not putting it down there, and I moved it around a couple times, so we'll see where it ends up here. But I've got another little flower. It's a blue one. I'm going to pop down over here beside our photo and kind of above my sunglasses there. And then I found these little hearts. They're kind of corrugated, and they're from an older Bella Boulevard collection I think I got from something random, and I just love them. I thought they were super sweet, so I'm going to add a couple of those on here too if I can. And some of these little hearts and things, I am actually going to grab some of the Gina K foam squares and actually pop them up for some dimension. That little epoxy heart is by Scrap and Happy Studio, and it's so cute. I just love those epoxies. They're shiny. They're really fun to add to your pages. There's those tails. I'm just gluing those down. I'm going to staple down the very bottom one just so that they're not, you know, rolling around and going all over the place, especially whenever I put that into my album. I don't want it to kind of move. I want it to stay down there where it's at. Here I'm just grabbing some Archival ink in black, and I'm just stamping my date on one of these little labels from this sticker book by Simple Stories, and I just attached that to the left of my photo over there by that tag as well. Then I'm using some glue dots and some thread behind this flare button that I am just going to twiddle behind there. I'm going to create a little glue dot sandwich, as I like to call it, to actually adhere the thread and adhere it down to my page. So I just love how just adding that little bit of thread, it incorporates just a little extra pop of color. So here I'm just grabbing some pretty little studio stitch stickers. I'm going to add a couple of these. One over here. I think I'm going to add one on the other side of my photo as well. But I love these little stitches. I love adding them to my pages. They just add a little bit of extra texture, and they're super cute. And I love that they come in different colors too. They have different sets and things. So I'm just cutting off little pieces. I'm going to put one more down here just to add a little something to the bottom there. And let's see what else I pull in here. Oh, some Vicky Bouton too. I have a lot of random things on this page. I'm telling you, I'm pulling things from all over the place. So basically anything that I can find in my stash that's red or blue, and it's a heart, it's a flower, it's a star, anything like that, I'm basically pulling that into this. So I've got lots of things. Then here I'm just adding a couple stamps. So here is the finished layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this process today. If you like what you see, I have my own YouTube channel as well if you want to hop over there and follow me, as well as Instagram. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I've inspired you to create something today. Bye-bye.